Hello again. In this lesson we're going to be translating algebraic expression, taking words and turning them into algebraic expressions. So 2 times a value plus 5, a value, we'll call that n. 2 times, we're going to write it as 2n. Instead of writing the actual multiplication sign, we're just going to write 2 in front of n, so it's a 2 coefficient, and then plus 5. The product of 8 and 9, product means multiply. 8n, we prefer the 8 in front of the n, regardless of how the phrase was said. The sum of twice of a number and 12, so twice a number 2n and 12 plus 12. The difference between 3 and a value, the problem with this is it doesn't really specify the difference between n minus 3 or n or 3 minus n. So either one of these is really acceptable. We'll talk about better ways of saying that. Same thing here, the quotient of b and 9 can be b divided by 9 or 9 divided by b. There's better ways to say this, but both are acceptable. Let's jump down here to the last one. It says the product of a number and 5 raised to the third. This is kind of indicating that 5n, that multiplication is happening first. We need to put in parentheses, then raised to the third power. We can go backwards. 6x, how can we write that? We can write it a couple of different ways. We can write it as the product of 6 and x. We could also write it as 6 times a number. Both of those are acceptable. H divided by 2 could be one way to write it. You could also say the quotient of h and 2, but that doesn't give us really indication if it's h over 2 or 2 over h. A better way might be saying half of h. Dividing by 2 is the same as taking half of a number h. P plus 5 could be 5 more than p. The sum of p and 5, both of those would work. So what can we put for a definition for an equation? An equation is 2 equal quantities or expressions separated by an equal sign. So an example, an expression would be 3x plus 5. An equation would be 3x plus 5 equals 14. So on the back, lots of practice going from an expression that's written, can you give me the words that kind of go with it, and then vice versa.